Hi everybody, welcome to the channel. I'm Mo. So I'm coming at you guys today with just a conversation. I have been in a book slump, that's why I haven't been around, but I have seemed to be reading more lately, so I will have some videos up about my books soon. Today I wanted to talk to you guys about my first signing that I've ever went to. I just went on the 9th of June to a Maggie Stiefvater signing for her book, The Raven King, which is the final book in the Raven cycle. I'm a huge fan of the Raven cycle. I read it last August while I was up in Ohio visiting Kenna, and you can ask her, ever since then I've been obsessed with it. Just the characters, the setting, the place, the way the words make you feel. It's just such a good book, and it's just magical. And as soon as I found out that Maggie Stiefvater was coming near me, I had to go. The signing was in Orlando. It's about a half hour, 45-minute drive from where I live. So me and my friend went. And I kind of just wanted to talk to you guys about maybe first-time signings, because I'm very shy, I'm very anxious, so these types of things really make me nervous if I'm not prepared the right way. But everything went great. We got there the signing started at 7 and we got there at 4, and you had to buy a copy of The Raven King in order to get into the signing. And I got one, and I managed to get reserved seat, which means I was able to sit in the front. I was able to sit right where the stage was, which was really cool. I didn't expect that at all. That wasn't in my plans. I was fully prepared to sit in the back or have to stand, but somehow I got in the very front row, and I was ecstatic. The signing was the funniest thing ever, and I'm not talking about like it was like goofy or anything. It was genuinely just a fun time. Maggie Stiefvater has the best energy. She had the whole place laughing the entire time, and she was just awesome. It was amazing. Like, I fully recommend, if she is ever coming to where you are or near you to do a signing, go to it. You won't regret it. It will be such an amazing experience. This signing sort of opened my eyes back up to the world of BookTube and to the world that I wanted so badly to be a part of for so long, because I talked to people there that were on the same page as I was as far as it comes to books. I had conversations about books. We talked about Harry Potter, we talked about The Raven King and the Raven cycle, and you know, all the characters in Maggie's books, and about her herself. The vibe was so good there, because it was like we are all people coming together for a common thing, and that is books, and it was just so cool. I did get 2 signed copies of The Raven King. One is for Kenna because she couldn't go. I got one myself, and I am going to be showing that to you guys. I also got the book hugger that Maggie Stiefvater actually like painted and drew herself, and it's gorgeous. So I'm going to go ahead and show those things to you guys now. This is the book hugger that I received when I went to the tour. It is gorgeous. I'm in love with it. I think it's so pretty. The colors are like all of my favorite colors, and it's just incredible. I know that you're supposed to use it as like a book hugger for your books, but I'm not going to, because I don't want to. I'm going to put it on my wall because it's just too pretty. I love it. This is The Raven King, and this is my signed copy of The Raven King. This one's personalized to me. I don't know how it is at all Maggie Stiefvater signings, but the one I went to is for Books A Million, and they, in order to get into the signing, as I mentioned earlier, you have to buy a copy of The Raven King. And she'll only personalize one. She'll sign another one, and I think she'll sign 2 from home, but she will only personalize one. And I understand that, because there was a lot of people there, and to personalize multiple copies is just, you know, too much. But this is my signed copy. You can see it says for Monique and then her name, and they give you a little post-it note, so before the show before like the speaking starts, they'll take your name and you put it in your book so that when she signs she can just see it and stuff. And that was amazing. I talked to her for like maybe a minute, maybe less, because you know you're in line, but I was only the 3rd person to go through, so I got out of there pretty fast. This is the copy that I got signed for Kenna. This is her birthday present, so she's already seen it. I FaceTimed her and showed her, and that's just her name. As I mentioned, I was one of the first people to go through, and it was so awesome. It was so cool. It made my night. She complimented my elephant tattoo, which just, I was like, oh, thank you. You know, it was just so cool. So she complimented my elephant tattoo. She asked me which she asked me which book was my favorite, and I told her I loved all of them. She asked me who the second book was for, or if I was keeping it, and I told her it was for my best friend. So I talked about Kenna, of course. I had to find a way to squeeze her in there. And all together, it went really fast, the signing did, but once again, that's because I was right in the front. And then as I was leaving, I signed her, she brought her car jacket, like car cover from home for us to sign. And I think she did that at all stops on the tour because it was already pretty full of names. And I just put my name and put thank you for an amazing signing and stuff. And then I went home. And I have nothing but positive feedback for this signing and for the way it was orchestrated and for Maggie Stiefvater herself. I have now read her other book, The Scorpio Races. The Wolves of Mercy Fall, I believe that's what it's called. That has moved to the top of my TBR because now that I've met her, I need to read all of her books. I need to. There's no doubt about it in my mind. The Raven Cycle's amazing. The Scorpio Races were amazing. So I've got to get my hands on her other books. That's my new goal in life. But yeah, I just wanted to let you guys know what it was like. And maybe somebody else is going to their first time signing and they're nervous like I was. You know, just go. It's so just uplifting to go and meet people who love books as much as you do, who love the same books that you do. It's one of the best experiences I've ever had as far as booktubing or books goes. So thank you guys. That's what I wanted to talk to you about today. I hope you have an amazing day. I hope that you stay awkward and you stay reading, and I hope that I make more videos soon. All right. Bye guys.